Yo guys, what is going on? JP is back for another video, and today we have a different reaction. It has to do with some, I guess, gory concepts, and if anybody is like has PTSD with this stuff or just doesn't really want to watch that right now, I completely understand. Please click away from the video. I don't want to put anyone in a bad mood or something, but recently I reacted to a video comparing guns in the United Kingdom and the United States, and somebody on there told me to check out the Dunblane Massacre, which was, I think, the largest mass shooting in British history, and I think 23 people died or something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna be watching this video. It's, I think, I don't know Lorraine Kelly or her relationship to it, but I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, there's actually a documentary on it about it on Netflix, but obviously that there's no way I could ever post that here because Netflix, their copyrights are crazy. So yeah, this is the best thing I could find. So if you guys are up for it, enjoy or watch this with me. And I also would like to know what you guys thought about when this happened, because I'm sure a lot of you were very aware of the Dunblane Massacre. So let me know in the comment section like what you were doing that day, and because I remember what I was doing the day of specific, because there's been a lot of school shootings in America, but like Sandy Hook and Parkland, just to name a few. I mean, there's even been some in my state, but anyways, let's get it. See, so yeah, that's the thing. Warning, please.
My life too was to change forever as I arrived here, together with hundreds of other stunned journalists gathered outside the primary school gates.
We all knew what we were coming to, but actually nothing really prepares you for the reality of when you're actually here. It was very, very busy, and lots of police and parents trying to find out what was going on.
I can confirm to you that a firearms incident occurred this morning at about 9:30 in Dunblane Primary School. All I can say is that the class concerned numbered 29 children and one teacher.
The grief in the air was just horrendous, and there was just a lot of people struggling to take it all in. I remember people being shock white, even police, even people who worked in the ambulances. They'd seen terrible things in their careers, but they looked really, really shocked and couldn't take in what had happened.
So horrible.
Devastatingly, a gunman had opened fire on a Primary 1 class of 28 5- and 6-year-old pupils and 3 staff as they got ready for PE. I wasn't there to experience that dreadful morning as it unfolded from the start, unlike Les Hare, the first paramedic in the gym.
I just wonder when you knew just how serious this was.
Not until we went actually in the doors. It was quiet, really quiet. All I heard was a wee bit whimpering and that, you know. Children were spread around about the gym. Started going round to see who was alive and who was dead.
Ugh.
On the right side was Gwen Mayer, the teacher, who had obviously passed away, and 2 children by her side. To me, she looked like a mother hen trying to protect her chicks. The ones that were injured, they just lay there, scared. And even the wee ones that was on the floor that had passed away, the fear that was in their faces will haunt me till I go.
What was so utterly shocking was that in under 4 minutes, the killer had shot 105 bullets before turning the gun on himself. 12 children and 3 staff lay injured, while 16 children and their teacher were dead. I couldn't get the image of Gwen, the class teacher, out of my mind. Mother to 19-year-old Debbie, she'd been shot a horrifying 6 times.
My
My
God.
mum went to work as a teacher, you know, and never came home. Her lipstick was still on her coffee cup.
Gosh, we spoke to a paramedic and he said she was protecting the children. She really was.
Well, she had evidence that she'd been punched. One of the children said she struggled with him, and her defence wounds showed that she'd struggled with him. She was standing in front of a man who's got weapons and enough ammunition to kill a whole school, and she basically put up a fight, and I just think that says everything about her. But I do believe that she went with the children for a reason, you know, and that's the only way I can get comfort from it.
In Gwen's Primary 1 class that day was 5-year-old Victoria Clydesdale.
Hello, Lynn. How are you?
This is a really
Victoria's
hard one.
mum, Lynn McMaster, is sharing her experiences of the events for the first time.
That day in the morning before she went to school was just like any other day.
It was. They would all get washed, dressed, and then it'd be a case of Victoria wanting her hair brushed. She loved getting her hair brushed. I remember I spotted a rash on her arms and her stomach as well. I thought, well, if it's, you know, like some maybe measles or chickenpox or something like that, that could go to the rest of them. She says, Mum, no, I've got to go. I've got to get Jim today. Jim being one of her favourite subjects, I had to let her go. I got her to promise that after school we would go and see the nurse.
Can you remember when you heard, when you knew?
I was busy doing the housework and I listened to the news and it came over to the school and I just panicked. I actually phoned the school and they had turned around and says, oh, everything's under control, but you can come, if you come up, you can collect your children.
Oh no.
Okay. I was just taxi, changed in it. And then next thing we were outside.
The scene here is one of utter confusion and fear. As news of the killing spread through the town, shocked parents ran to the primary school to find out whether their children were among the dead.
Getting told the teacher's name, that was the worst part. Because I knew that that was Victoria's class. I didn't know who survived and who hadn't, and I just screamed her name out. Victoria!
Oh.
My sister was there, my oldest son was there, and I didn't know what to do. Just screaming her name.
Why does it?
Hoping that it'd be fine.
Why does it have to end on that note? That's horrible. First of all, I need to say this: rest in peace to all of the victims of the Dunblane Massacre. It's just such a and for the shooter, it's such a horrible way, because not only do you take your own life, but you take others who are innocent, and they don't deserve that. It's ridiculous. There's a special place in hell for the shooter. I'm gonna be honest. Very similar to a shooting in the United States. This made me think of it, Columbine. Very reminiscent of that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.